squatters are running neighborhoods in Atlanta. A trade association says illegal tenants have taken over 1,200 homes, even turning some of them into strip clubs.
It's my house.
Pay the rent to the guy.
I am going to, and he doesn't understand this, system here in state.
Imagine leaving your home and going on a vacation to have a wonderful time by yourself with a spouse, friends, or family. And after the vacation, you return home only to discover that your home has been turned into a full-blown strip club by illegal squatters, or to discover that illegal migrants are now living in your home without your permission. This is not a story from a movie, but the sad reality that so many landlords are witnessing in southern cities in America and in some places in the UK. I was on TikTok last night when I came across a video of this Venezuelan immigrant telling his people of a new way he discovered by which they can take over people's homes by force. Take a listen.
Mi gente, he pensado invadir una casa en United States, ya que me enteré que existe una ley que dice que si una casa no está habitada, podemos expropiarla. Capichi, muchachos, aquí en United States también se aplica la de invasión de terreno. Y creo que ese será mi próximo negocio. Invadir casas abandonadas, ya que me he buscado unos códigos con mis amigos africanos y me dijeron que ya llevan como 7 casas expropiadas. Y como dice el dicho, papi, hay que buscar la vuelta. Y la vuelta ahorita mismo es invadir casas, ya que nos encontramos en situación de calle y es la única manera que tenemos para no vivir en la calle y no ser una carga pública. Capichi, la ley dice que las casas abandonadas, deterioradas y que esté en mal estado, podemos llegar y repararlas, vivir en ellas y si podemos venderlas, hasta pedir créditos con ellas. ¿Qué dicen ustedes?
Shocked, right? That was the same feeling I got when I came across that video. Apparently, there is a law that allows illegal immigrants and squatters the right to invade people's homes as long as those homes were left vacant by the homeowners for more than 30 days. This law is called Progressive Squatters Law. And if you happen to leave your home vacant for more than 30 days, this law legally allows squatters to claim your home as theirs. Kind of skippers, I guess. These squatters are so brazen that they commit this home invasion without a single ounce of shame. The worst part is that the government is against the landlords and in support of the squatters.
To understand how this day ended,
we need the police right away.
With multiple 911 calls and arrests, we have to start at the beginning.
Adele, the hardest question is, how do you say your name?
We met Adele Andaloro outside the home her parents left her in Flushing, Queens. She's in the process of selling it.
No, he locked it.
But she's been locked out. She claims squatters moved in on February 6 and refused to leave.
What's it like being here knowing you can't go inside of your own home?
It's enraging. It really is.
In New York, squatters have rights after 30 days.
By the time that someone does their investigation and they do their work and their job, we'll be well over the 30 days, and this man will have stolen my home. And now she's back.
Just after wrapping up our interview, a woman showed up.
What are you doing in the house? Are you renting this house? Why are you here?
She unlocked the front door, saw our cameras, and took off.
It's open. Let's go in the house. It's open.
Adele and her daughter, with the property deed in hand, went inside.
This is my furniture. These are my curtains.
She didn't just find her belongings inside.
There's a man sleeping right there. Get out of my house.
She found 2 men.
How long have you lived here?
I moved in about 2 days ago.
They've called the police on me, and I've called the locksmiths. I didn't come in illegally. The door was open.
Police started interviewing neighbors and looking for documents.
Do you have something that shows that you've been here for more than 30 days?
They took the man who told me he had been renting for 2 days out in handcuffs.
They got one out.
And escorted the other guy off the property.
Now you're afraid to come out.
I'm not coming out. This house is empty. This is my home. My locksmith is on the corner waiting to change my locks. And that's not fair. It's not fair that I, as the homeowner, should be having to go through this.
How you doing?
Minutes later, a locksmith showed up. But police gave her a warning before they left.
I may end up in handcuffs today if this man shows up here and says that I have illegally evicted him. I said to them, let him take me to court the way I've been told to take him to court. But today, I'm not leaving my house.
Less than 10 minutes after police left and the locks were changed. The man who claims to be the one actually leasing the house shows up.
Call the police again.
With the other guy, police took off the property.
Do you see this? This guy just literally broke down my door, broke through myself and my daughter to get in here. This guy just forced himself into my house. Yes, he did. And so did you. You broke through the front door.
The man called the police on her.
So why is it that I have to leave and he doesn't have to leave?
Because technically he can't be kicked out. We need to go to court.
They consider this a landlord-tenant issue. And by law, it has to be handled through the housing court, not with police.
If you own this house, you would not want her inside.
I don't own it.
Exactly,
Yes.
she does.
Yes, but then once again, you should know how the law works.
I do know how it works.
There's rules to the as you got to go to court and send me to civil court.
He says he signed a lease in October, but wouldn't tell us with who.
I got proof longer than that.
Show us the proof.
But who are you for me to show? I showed it to cops.
Dan with Channel 7 News. If you don't want to show it, you don't want to show it.
Proof. Come here, brother. I like that.
I would like to see it.
He didn't show me a lease.
This is a bill.
A bill for work he says he had done to the house. He didn't show police a lease either.
The police department doesn't have the lease?
No.
He's got no documentation.
Just bills.
So Adele, you're getting arrested right now?
I'm being arrested
For what?
for being in my own home.
And where's your lease?
She's fighting the house. It's not her house anymore.
My deed
That's
is
what we
current
told
and
her.
legal.
Arrested for unlawful eviction. She changed the locks on a man who claims he lives there.
So how does this all end then? When do you leave?
The way it ends is either she pays me my money that I put into the house, pay me the money, and I'll leave, or send me to court, and we deal with the judge in court. It's that simple.
I can't believe this. This is just insane. What in the world is going on in these Western countries? This woman got arrested for being in her own home, a home that her parents left her. She had the evidence of ownership and the property deeds right in her hands. Yet, the squatters that had no proof of rent or lease were allowed to retain the house and go scot-free. Wow. I never thought this day would come in America. Is this supposed to be the American dream? Where hardworking people do job and the lazy people reap the benefits? I'm dumbfounded. You know what? I'm no longer mad at the squatters for their wickedness. I don't. I blame the residents of the states and countries where this nonsense is happening. Because at the end of the day, they were the ones who voted for these nonsensical laws. They said yes to this degeneracy, and I think they are living with the consequences now. Do you know how much it costs to acquire a homestead? It is not an easy feat, and yet the plot twist is that these owners still have to pay taxes and utilities. This kind of rubbish cannot happen in non-Western countries. I dare these squatters to try this in another country. Why are there laws favoring illegal immigrants against bona fide citizens of this country? Democrats make illegal migration to the US so attractive and rewarding that in fact it feels useless to go through the right channels and become a legal citizen of the United States of America. Recently, a law was passed allowing illegal immigrants, which are criminals by the way, because if you enter a country illegally without papers, then you are a criminal. But this law allows them to carry firearms. According to Democrats, the Second Amendment Act ensures that the right to carry firearms is not infringed upon, even for illegal immigrants. At this point, I feel like illegal immigrants have more rights than bona fide United States citizens without even half the responsibilities. They don't pay tax, most of them don't work, they are being given free housing, free food, free medical aid, etc. The government is footing their bills with taxpayers' money, and I'm wondering why. Why is the government operating open borders for illegal immigrants to come into the country in large numbers? Why are illegal immigrants allowed to commit crimes without repercussions? Why are squatters empowered by the government to take over people's homes? Why is the government converting government buildings for schools into quarters for harboring illegal immigrants? Why does illegal immigrants have the power to carry firearms? Why is the government feeding, housing, and buying cell phones for illegal immigrants when we have thousands of homeless citizens who are going hungry every day? Some homeless and destitute citizens get to stay outside in the cold no matter the weather. They can't even afford medical care, yet the government is working so hard to make sure that illegal immigrants get to live like kings. Could it be that the government is trying to gather cheap votes from these immigrants, hence the special treatment? Let's hear how this immigrant feels about the warm treatment he is receiving from the Biden administration.
Este es un llamado para todos los venezolanos. He decidido no apoyar a Donald Trump. ya que le pedí $1.000 millones para llevar una ayuda humanitaria a Venezuela y me ha negado el beneficio. ¿Capichi? Y también me he dado de cuenta que dijo que todos los inmigrantes que tengan hijos en Estados Unidos no llevarán la nacionalidad y de eso no estoy de acuerdo. ¿Capichi? Y también me dijo que el muro lo iba a construir con el dinero de los mexicanos y no estoy de acuerdo. ¿Capichi? Por eso mi apoyo incondicional es para mi abuelo San Nicolás, el abuelo papá Biden. ¿Capichi? Biden, te queremos, eres lo máximo, están con nosotros. ¿Capichi? Y bueno, acabas de llamarme y me dijiste que si contaba con mi apoyo y 100%, tío Sam, eres el mejor presidente de United States y retiro mi candidatura para que todos los votantes de mi partido vayan a votar por el tío Sam, mi papá Biden. Capichi, fin del comunicado.
And this, my brothers and sisters, is how so many of these illegals and squatters feel about the Biden administration. They love Biden so much because he favors them and he gives them rights to invade people's homes under the guise of sanctuary states. This is just the beginning. The worst is yet to happen because when you create laws that favor criminals and bring down law-abiding citizens, then you will be left with a lawless society. This so-called progressive squatters laws will be the downfall of cities like New York and Atlanta if the law is not removed for good. And if this illegal migration into the US is not dealt with, then I'm truly sorry for the future of America. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel, like and share this video. It is totally free and it will help me to keep making more videos. Thanks for watching videos and I hope to catch you on my next upload. Peace.